The richest people in the world read a lot. In fact, about 50 books in a year. That's more books than we read in our entire lives. But how do they find the time? What if the secret weapon to their success isn't just hard work, but instead how fast they absorb knowledge? Who are the wealthiest people in the world right now? We get names like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Elon Musk.
I read a lot. There were always contests at the library in the summer where, if you read 10 books, you got a little gold star. If you read 20, you got like 2. And there were like 5 or 6 girls and I that would always read like 35 books.
Let's take Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett spends 80% of his day just reading. Bill Gates reads 50 books in a year. And Elon Musk taught himself rocket science just by reading textbooks. Even millionaires and famous YouTubers who we all know that are bringing in millions of dollars every year contribute a lot of their success to reading.
Now, reading as a whole has been such a massive contributing factor to why I've managed to get to the point where I'm at. A multi-millionaire at the age of 21. I started reading a book a week from the age of 14.
Because what reading does is it allows you to learn from someone's years of experience, all of their mistakes, all of the things they struggled with, all of the lessons they learned in their 30, 40, 50 years of life, compiled into a 300-page book that you can read, learn from, and then not make those mistakes in your own path. And when you can speed read on top of that, reading not only becomes faster, but also becomes fun because you're not struggling anymore. And this habit of reading is not just a hobby. This has helped them stay ahead in rapidly changing industries. And so we come to the point where being able to absorb knowledge and being able to learn it and remember it is a superpower. And so can speed reading be the secret weapon that amplifies this superpower?
It's a huge advantage to be able to read fast. It's hardly anything more pleasurable, than reading and reading and reading and reading. But I don't do it as fast as I would like to.
Let's face it, life moves, and it moves fast. And for students and professionals especially, the amount of information that they're expected to absorb, remember, and understand is overwhelming. The amount of emails that your inbox is full of, going through documents and reports, analyzing them, or even just your textbooks. What if you could breeze through those emails, through those documents in half the time, while still being able to understand it and, even better comprehend the information that's in there? A lot of people comment saying that speed reading damages our ability to comprehend the information and understand it. But that's not true, because speed reading is not just about reading faster. It's about working efficiently. For example, imagine a CEO quickly reviewing market trends before he has to make a big decision. The speed at which he can review those market trends very much affects his success, because the market is changing so quickly. If he can do it in half the time, that would really make his decision a lot more effective. An entrepreneur can speed through personal growth content to get fresh new ideas for his business. In a world where knowledge is power, speed reading gives you a superpower that allows you to stay on top of the industry, stay ahead of the game, and succeed faster. Now let's speak about the world's richest people. We spoke about how Warren Buffett has 80% of his day just reading. That's like turning your entire workday into a knowledge gathering session. Or Elon Musk, who didn't go to college but instead taught himself rocket science by reading manuals and textbooks. Now imagine if these already brilliant minds added speed reading to their toolkit. So Elon Musk could zip through these research papers, these manuals, and be able to innovate rockets much faster. Or Warren Buffett had this ability, and he could go through his books in half the time and spend the rest of his time applying that knowledge in his business. I mean, it's exciting to think how much faster they could innovate, how much more they could create if they had this as part of their toolkit. Because speed reading is not just about catching up on books. It's a tool for people who are trying to reach the top. Now, for those of you who don't really know what speed reading is, let me just explain it really quick. Speed reading is about training your brain and eyes to be able to process and absorb more information at a time. So since we were in school, we were taught to read word for word. So when our eyes move across the page, we're taking one word at a time, or even for some people, letter by letter. And so speed reading techniques allows you to take bigger chunks of information in a single glance, hence speeding up your ability to absorb information from the page. And so basically, speed reading is just increasing the number of words that you read per minute without significantly compromising on comprehension. Here's a little breakdown and some data for you to understand this better. So adults normally read at an average speed of 238 words per minute for nonfiction and 260 words per minute for fiction. Readers who engage their lips or their tongue while they read, also known as motor readers, read at an average speed of 250 words per minute. Readers who suppress their vocalization or the little voice in their head achieve speeds up to 400 or 450 words per minute. And then we have people reading above 450 words per minute, which are known as speed readers. Studies show that while some people claim to read at speeds of even 100,000 words per minute, our ability to comprehend the material and actually remember it peaks around 2,000 words per minute. So the world's richest people may not use speed reading directly, but their relentless pursuit of knowledge shows proof of its power. And so the question is, will you adopt this secret weapon to not only absorb knowledge, but also do it faster? Comment down below how many books you currently read in a year and how many more you would like to. And if you're interested in speeding up your reading by tomorrow, you can watch this video right here in which I share my top strategies for improving your reading speed within 24 hours.